Hello and welcome to Tech. I am Mohammad Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about how to get the last 15 working day calendar in Power BI. It's a real world case and solution in Power BI. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Now let's get started. This is a Power BI file. The requirement is how to get the last 15 days of calendar table, because sometimes the business requirement is such that they want to look up the transactions, the report and dashboard based on the last 15 days of the data, which is exclusive of excluding today's date and then Saturdays and Sundays, that is the weekends. In that case, we have to take only Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. On that basis, if you look at the calendar here, for an example, today is 5th of October. In that case, if you exclude today, then yesterday and day before yesterday is Saturday and Sunday, then we have to exclude these two as well. And in order to get the 15 days of the data, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then these two are off, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, off, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So we have to get the data from 14th of September to 4th of October, that is 2 of October. We are calculating only the weekdays. So in that case, if you look at this output here, it has product from 14th of September to 2nd of October. So it will comes, the total records is 15 days of the calendar table, that is 15 rows here. In order to achieve that, I did this manual calculation and I came to know that we have to consider 21 days in order to get the last 15 working days. And like the same way, if you want to get the last 10 working days, in that case, we have to consider the by taking 14 calendar days. Now let's split up this calculation one by one. The first thing is I have used the generate series. In generate series, you can use the start value. I am taking the start value is today minus 21 days. So today minus 21 days is 14th of September, comma the end value. End value is today minus 1, because I don't want the today to be included in this calendar. So today minus 1 is 4th of October. It will load up value here, and increment value is 1. So from 14th of September to 4th of October, it will load the value. So this is the thing. And I have made a video about the generate series as well, because it has other functionalities as well. If you haven't seen that, just click on the link given on top of your screen. Now coming back to this one, the add column. The first thing I have used here is it will generate, just as an example, I am returning this value here and commenting all these values here from top to bottom. Or if you click commit now, it will give me 21 records here from 14th of September to 4th of October. And then I have added the add columns feature. The add columns, if I open up here, it will asking for the table. The table, it is the generate series table, and then comma, I am giving the name as weekday name, because I want to know which day it is, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm using this format tag function to get this value. So value is nothing but the name of the column. So I'm taking this value here, comma, the format, that is DDDD, it will comes for the weekdays. So click commit here, it will give the value as Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, the first thing is we have to get the value continuously. So we got this value from 14th of September to 4th of October. Now the next challenge is we have to remove the Saturday and Sundays. In that case, we can use the filter tags. Now going back to this, and finally I am using this filter tags. in that it needs the table. So as add columns is a table, so we got this data, and then comma, what I'm taking the value here is not the weekday name, it is this in Saturday and Sunday. The weekday name I'm excluding it from this list. By doing this, if I click commit now, it will load all the data excluding the Saturdays and Sundays. So finally, we got this result as it starts from 14th of September to 2nd of October. Similarly, if you want to get the last 10 days of the data, in that case, you have to use the minus 14 days. I'm just changing it to 14 instead of 21. Then if I click commit now, it will take the value from 2nd of October to 21st of September. Actually, it is taking from 4th of October. So if you look at the calendar now, so today it is not including over there. So from 4th of October, the last 10 working days, it is taking 21st here. If you look at this value, it will give this complete week and this complete week. It is consists of 7 and 7, 14 days. If you exclude the Saturday and Sunday in these 2 weeks, minus 4. So 14 minus 4, it will come up the 10 values. So if you look at the record here, it is showing at 10 rows here. After that, you can join this calendar table to your data sources and you can get this output only for the last 10 days or last 15 days of the transactions by creating a relationship of one to many with this calendar table to your data table. So these are you can able to create the last 15 working day calendar in a Power BI. I hope you got this as a useful video in your practical things as well. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Share it with your friends and colleagues. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it on the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.